Fascinating stuff off camera here, guys. The battle for fourth. Liverpool up against Man United for this discussion. Glenn Murray said just before we started recording, this isn't even a discussion.
Did you get that?
Well, we need at least 10 minutes, Glenn, so we're going to have to make it a discussion. Why is it not a discussion? And you know, who is the definite team that's going to get in fourth then?
I think Manchester United stay in that top four, I do. I just think Liverpool have left this little run just too late, a couple of games too late. I felt as though that run was starting way back when they went to Bournemouth. I felt as though something started, and then they let
after the Man United game.
Yeah, after the Man United game when they put 7 on them and Salah missed that penalty, get beat 1-0, I think it was. And yeah, just that there, they just haven't been able to find that consistency quite early enough. Brilliant end to the season. They finished it well. I suppose that's the way you want to finish it. You'd rather have this run at the end leading into a new season, especially when they're going to bring players in. I think there'll be quite a lot of activity in the transfer market over the summer at Anfield. But yeah, I mean, I look at their fixture list. I think they can get 6 to 9 points out of those remaining games. So yeah, but I just think Man United are just a little bit too far ahead.
Okay. Well, let's rewind a second of it, shall we? Because Liverpool, second in the form table right now, 6 wins in a row. We were waiting for this, and I think, you know, for all of us that kind of saw their fixtures in the run-in, thought that they could go on a bit of a run. I did a sort of a prediction of it a couple of weeks ago, and I had them sort of getting 20-odd points. I had them sort of kind of right up there. And it's since that change to the team and the formation and Trent's new role, in those 6 matches, he's had 5 assists, 7 big chances created and 12 key passes. And Liverpool have absolutely dominated games in terms of possession. So do you think there is a discussion here? I feel like there is.
I think there's a discussion mainly because United can't score goals. United scored 7 in their last 6 and they're 8th in the form table. That's a big worry. I think you can see how fatigued United are. And if you look at the end of last season, it's almost like a mirror of that, where people are now suddenly going, oh, these players haven't got it. 6 game weeks ago, we were saying this team were title contenders and this, that and the other. I think they're genuinely out of legs, and I think Liverpool are smelling blood. And I think if you think about the last 4 or 5 seasons, even the season when Liverpool had no centre-backs, and it was a COVID season, Liverpool caught up that year. And I think everyone, including United, is going, oh man, we cannot drop points. And I don't know if my maths is correct, but United need to win 3 of 4 if Liverpool win all of their 3. That's a massive ask for a team that in the last 6 games has only won 3 games. They conceded 4, scored 7, out of goals, not creating a great deal of chances. No strikers really in form. Rashford's hot streak has sort of cooled off. And now they're looking around going, someone get us a goal. And neither of their centre-backs are fit. They're in big trouble.
There is a discussion. It turns out there is a
He's convinced now.
No, I still think United that they'll pull it out. What have they got? Fulham at home in the last day. I think it could possibly come down. I think it could be a conversation that it'll go on and on. But I do think United will just fend off Liverpool. And this is the best run Liverpool have been on, isn't it? All season.
Yeah.
And a lot of those games have been at home. Can they continue that away from home? That's where the problem has lied throughout the season, is their away form, and they've got two of their last 3.
Liverpool they'll always give you a chance, it feels like, this season. There's always sort of goals up for grabs when it comes to Liverpool. So that could make life a little bit more difficult for them. But in terms of those remaining fixtures, so Liverpool have 3 games left. Man United have 4 games left at the time of recording. Liverpool, Leicester City at Leicester, Villa at home, and then Southampton away. They will, as you say, they'll be sort of smelling blood there and hoping for 9 points. And so Man United with their final 4 games, Wolves at home, Bournemouth away, Chelsea away, and then Fulham at home, with the goal difference, which I think kind of proves your point a little bit. If you see the goal difference, only a +8 goal difference for Man United this season. It does say a lot in terms of, especially for a team that's had a good defence this season. They're going to need 9 points to get that 4th spot. Do you see them getting 9 points from those 4 games?
It's 9 points, and it's a minimum of 5 goals at least in those games to get 9 points, because they don't keep many clean sheets at the moment either. They're fortunate that their first of this 4 games at home is Wolves. Wolves are poor on the road. I think they're their 3rd worst record in the league, or 4th worst record. But then Wolves actually keep it quite tight at the back. They're dangerous on the counter. If they fall behind in any of these games, they're in big trouble, because they do not have the capacity to come back in games, as you saw in the previous one. And they've got Bournemouth away. That's the one for me, because Bournemouth are probably going, I'm praying, come on Bournemouth, lose a couple of games so you're still down there.
With those, the flip-flops are out on a few of... How do you feel about the being on the beach idea? Do you believe in that? Do you think it's a thing? Because, Wolves, Bournemouth, Chelsea, Fulham, none of them have really got anything to play for anymore.
It's the Premier League, most competitive league.
Because that would make it feel a bit better for Man United fans watching this right now.
No, I don't think it's a thing. I really don't. I think the pressure can be off, but therefore the football can get better.
Well, yeah, I said that Fulham. I said that Fulham will lose to all of these relegation teams because they'll be on the beach and they've beaten all of them.
Yeah, because the pressure's off, and do you know what? Ultimately, the professional footballers, and you never go out wanting to lose a game. You want to win. You want to keep getting up the table. Listen, it's in their own interest. There's a little bit more money to be had off bonuses and things like that. So and I think also the manager will be drumming into them next season. We want to go. You don't want to end the season with 4 defeats. You want to keep winning and take that momentum into next season.
Do you? Who needs it more in terms of Champions League football? Man United or Liverpool here? What do you think?
Probably Liverpool, because United, while they've not been in the Champions League, have still been able to spend endless funds and can always attract players because they have so much money. Liverpool don't make the Champions League, and we know the situation FSG are in. Liverpool probably don't make that aren't able to make as many signings as they'd like. Then you fall another year behind.
But from an FFP point of view, Liverpool are in a much better state than
they
Man
don't
United.
spend money though. That's the problem.
That is a frustrated fan right there.
Yeah, I think regardless of whether Liverpool or United finish fourth, we've got a race on. That's the key thing, I think.
Yeah.
And I was just looking at the fixtures that United have again. Fulham are 10th in the league, and a lot of people are saying Marco Silva's done an incredible job. They'll want to finish higher than 10th, 100%. And United struggled against them in the Cup. They struggled against them in the league. It won't be an easy game. And it's going to be Lampard's last home game, I think. He does not want to go out on a whimper. There's lots to fight for.
Yeah,
here.
you're right. Well, I just, Leicester fighting for their lives up against Liverpool at Leicester as well. That would be a great atmosphere. And Villa sort of pushing for Europe as well.
I think Villa's the one in that three there. The relegation side, you just never know what you're going to get. It's like I was at the Amex the other day when Everton came down. And literally nobody had Everton to win. Yeah. Never mind put 5 on Brighton. So I look at Leicester and I think Liverpool will win that game. But you just never know. You never know how they're like wounded animals now. They're going to react. You just don't know. And then Villa, like you say, pushing for Europe. I think that'll be a really difficult game. Final
thing for Man United, is it tough, sort of being chased? Because that you can. Will they feel that energy as well? From someone who's got able to provide that insight for us. For Man United, will they feel Liverpool kind of on their backs? And for Liverpool, will they enjoy that chase? Is there a part of that in this?
I always think you're looking up rather than down. I think Manchester United, they'll be looking towards Newcastle rather than over their shoulder.
Even with the recent form.
2 wins in 5.
I think it'll be internal. I think they'll be thinking, how do we sort our form out? I won't be worrying about what Liverpool are doing. They're points behind. They need to focus on what they're doing and look towards Newcastle. I don't think clubs like Manchester United look over their shoulder.
Right.
Can I very quickly just put out there, Newcastle could still be stuck in this, They take Leeds on away. In a previous video, we've just said Leeds could win that game. They have Chelsea away, Leicester, another relegation side. Everything we've said about all the teams is sort of coming together. And also, they play Leeds and then Thursday play Brighton, then Leicester on Monday. 3 games in, 7-8 days? They could get dragged into it as well.
Okay.
Bring them in!
Well, let's put ourselves out there then. Who will get that 4th spot? You can chuck Newcastle out if you'd like to. Nubaid.
We don't even need to ask him, do we?
You going to give it to him?
I've had a massive gut feeling for a little while that it'll be Newcastle that drops out.
Wow.
I still feel like if there's a team to chase, it's them.
You heard it here first.
You feel confident about Man United?
I think Man United just have enough to stay in.
Okay, so Liverpool not getting Champions League football? 5th place. Yeah. Okay. I think you're just about right. I think Man U might just get over the line, but I think it will go to that final game. I really, really do. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments down below.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube, and for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app, and for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.